With EAFC set to come out in 3 weeks, I want to show you guys some of the best skill moves to help you get ahead of the curve going into the new game. As you can see, we are getting wiggly and I want to show you guys how to do this. And so for each skill move, there will be a live controller on the screen as well as an additional edited in controller to help showcase each of these moves. And so I will link in the previous 2 Wiggle Academy videos as they do go along with this to help you guys. But to get into it, the number one most important skill move is the step over. We need to learn the step over. That is because it is so effective at attacking the space, and you will see all of the top players are using this move, and there's a reason for it. It is just so good. 2 things I want to go over though. 1, taking 1 touch and then immediately accelerating into the space, and then attacking at a diagonal angle. As you're going to see, not always just running the exact same way that you're attacking, but attacking after taking that first touch is really effective, and you're going to see that I do it a lot. It is good for a quick change of pace, attack those first few yards, especially when people do not want to touch their defenders. The step over is really effective for that. And so to get into it, to do a step over, you're going to hold your right stick the direction you are going. So if I'm going to the right, I'm going to hold my right stick right, rotate it 90 degrees, either clockwise or counterclockwise, the difference being which foot steps over the ball. And you can kind of look at it as like a way of protecting the ball from the opponent depending on where they're standing, or honestly, just what is most comfortable for you. And then we hold sprint. So right stick to the right because I'm going to the right, rotate it 90 degrees, and then we're going to sprint. Pretty simple. If you want to see it from all angles, that video is linked in the description like I've said. If I'm going to the left, right stick to the left, rotate it at 90 degrees, sprint. The main thing we want to cover here though, focus on. After we sprint, we're going to hold our left stick at a diagonal angle so that they attack the space, not necessarily exactly the way you're running. So in this case, diagonally up to the right is where I attack into the space. So right stick right, rotate at 90 degrees, hold R2 or RT to sprint, and then my left stick diagonally up to the right, I attack at an angle. That is because you're not necessarily always attacking straight on. You might want to turn in, turn out, keep it unpredictable for your opponent just so it's a little bit harder to defend. Here again, I'm going to the left, right stick left, rotate it at 90 degrees, sprint, and then pay attention to the left stick. Again, if you need to slow things down a little bit, feel free to put the video in half speed so you can really pay attention to the controller, or pause as you're going through. Practice a little bit. You will get used to it. We're going to show a few extra clips to explain it. It is really good after that first touch like I've mentioned. You can use it in the midfield to create space. You can use it to get space down the line. You know, we know the side pass is really good this year, so attacking space down the wing can be effective. But overall, 1 touch and then immediately stepping over, really something I like to do, like I've mentioned. But attacking at different angles, keeping yourself unpredictable is very important. So something I would definitely recommend taking a few minutes to learn, you know, go into the skill games or the arena. Second skill move I want to recommend is the ball roll scoop. This is a 5-star skill move, and I am going to show 2 variations of this ball roll scoop. Really nice around the box, something I really love using. The second thing is down the line. You're running down the line, you ball roll scoop in, find a pass. Again, sideways passing is just so good in this game, so being able to create a quick space down the line to find it in, as well as sealing the player off like you saw in that Dino clip. Quick change of direction, very good here. Ball roll scoop in, find the pass inside, again ball roll scoop, boom. To do it, hold your right stick the way you want to ball roll. So if I want to ball roll down, hold the right stick down. Do not hold sprint though. You have to not be holding sprint. Now to perform a scoop turn. B then A if you're on Xbox, circle then X if you're on PlayStation. That's the way I prefer to do it. And then after you do the scoop, you hold the left stick the way we want to go. And so, pay attention here. If I ball roll to the right, I'm going to scoop and use my left stick to the left. Now, the biggest mistake people make when doing this move is they do their fake shot not fast enough, or they put their left stick incorrectly. And so, before the right stick animation of the ball roll is even complete, I'm already doing my fake shot. It's already preloaded into the controller. The second variation is we're going to push our left stick the same way. So if I ball roll down, scoop, and I'm going to put my left stick down as well. So rather than going opposite like we did at the beginning, we're going to go the same way. And so you're going to see I scoop the ball the same way after I ball roll. So if I ball roll to the right, I'm going to scoop to the right. If we want to do the first animation at the beginning of the video, you're going to do the opposite. So if you ball roll right, you'll scoop left. If you ball roll up, I scoop up. This is, again, whichever animation you want to get. They're both very effective. One is the opposite direction, and the other one is the same direction. Here's an example of the same direction. I like it for sealing a player off. This is an example of the opposite direction. Both are very effective. You get used to them in game, kind of see where your opponent's standing. Very, very effective. Again, same way. I really love using that one. That is one that is not seen as often, is scooping the same way. If you can get that one down, it'll be really effective. But ball roll scoop, boom, definitely something to learn. The third skill move, and this one is a little more difficult, the McGee Cancel 180 turn. I get asked about this skill move a lot, and it almost looks like a drag back in a way, but it is really quick, changing direction. 5-star skill move again, but you can see, you're completely going one way, and then all of a sudden you're completely going the complete opposite direction. Throws the opponent off. I really love using this one in the box. Very shifty skill move, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Again, remember, 5-star skill move for this and the ball roll scoop. You can just see here, I did it twice. Opponent's completely lost. And so to do this, we have to start off with the McGee spin, and so we're going to flick the right stick the way we are going and then the way we want to exit. So if I'm going up, flick it up, then left. Again, the way you're going, then the way you want to exit. So if I want to go start up, then exit right. So right stick up, right stick right. So again, the way you are running, left, then exit up. Now to cancel this, after you perform the second flick of the right stick, you're going to click both of your trigger buttons. So R2, L2 or RT, LT if you're on Xbox. And then hold your left stick the opposite direction that you are running. So if I want to exit down, I'm going to hold my left stick down. If I want to exit up, I'm going to hold it up. Again, flick your right stick twice, both of the trigger buttons, exit with your left stick in the opposite direction that you are going. So again, if I'm going left, I'm going to exit to the right. Pretty, simple when you hear it, but when it gets in game, you kind of got to practice it a little bit so you get used to it. I'm going to show you guys a few more clips showcasing how effective it is. It's such a quick change of direction. Boom, McGee spin. I really love using it at this 180-degree turn. Very, very effective. Something I definitely recommend learning in the box if you have already mastered the last two skill moves. Really, really quick turn. I use it a lot. And now to get into the fourth skill move, the McGee Cancel 90-degree turn. This one just looks crazy, and as you can see, very quick change of space, direction, right into the space. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Quick change of direction. Oh my, where's the opponent gone? I really love using this. As you're going to see, boom. Such a quick change of direction. Really hard to guard. I really love using this. And so to get into it, completely the same way. The only difference here is after we flick the right stick twice and click the triggers to cancel it, we're gonna hold our left stick 90 degrees of where we're running. So if I'm running to the right, I'm gonna hold it up or down, depending on which way I want to exit. If I exit down, I go down. Again, 90 degrees. So for the 180-degree turn, you go completely opposite direction. 90-degree turn, you only go 90 degrees. And so if I'm running to the right, I'm gonna exit up. That gives me a 90-degree turn. If I wanted to exit down, I would have held it down. As you're going to see here, look at this quick ball roll scoop. McGee Cancel 90-degree turn. So effective. You're going to see opponents are never ready for that move. And I really, really love using it. Boom. McGee. Oh my. I love that move. If you can learn that cancel, it's a really nice one. Maybe a little bit more of a higher difficulty one, to be honest. But something to throw in the books. And the last skill move for today, the L1 heel to heel. This is something that was newly introduced into the game, and it is still very effective. Really, really simple to do, honestly. 4-star skill move, but very effective nonetheless. Most players in the game, a lot of the good players don't necessarily have 5-star skills, especially maybe bigger strikers and stuff. So this still allows them to have something to use other than just using step overs. As you're going to see here, we use it quickly, get into space, protect the ball even in some instances, but keep us between the opponent and the ball. But I really like using this in the box. Hard to guard, hard to tackle at times, but to do this, you're just going to hold L1 and then flick your right stick the way you're going. So if I'm going right, I'm going to flick right and then back. So right, then left. If I'm going to the right, I'm going to flick right, then left. So the way you're going and then the opposite direction. Hold L1 the whole time through it. Again, flick it the way you're going and then the opposite direction. Look at the controllers on the screen. Maybe a little bit easier than hearing my words at times. Hold L1. We're going to flick the right stick the way we're going. So I'm going to the left. I'm going to flick it back to the right. So if we're going left, we're going to flick it left, then right. If I'm going up, up, then down. Always flick it the way you're going first and then the opposite direction. Then we can hold sprint after this, accelerate into the space. If you want to see the speed boost variation of this, check out the speed boost video where I did showcase how to speed boost out of this skill move. Makes it even more effective and way, way, way more unexpected. As you're going to see a few more clips showing how it's effective in the box. Really good skill move. Definitely recommend learning it. If you want to see a few more skill moves that I use, because I was not able to showcase all of them today, I didn't want to make the video too long. Let me know, drop a comment, stay wiggly, part two. I got you guys. There's a few more skill moves that you definitely should learn to help you be even a little bit more effective for the different circumstances that we have, situations in the game. If this helped you though, please let me know and I'll do more of these. And as always, stay wiggly.